What's up, Ghostbusters fans? Anchorpete here, and I'm joined once again with my daughter, Pepper. How you doing, Pepper?
I'm good.
Oh boy, we are here to talk about the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife, which just dropped today. It's kind of a surprise. And so Pepper is just watching the first season of Stranger Things with me right now. And were you happy to see Finn Wolfhard in this?
To be honest, my mom was sort of weirded out at first because I didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
But I guess, it's been like, when was Stranger Things produced? Like a couple of years ago?
Oh, it's been a while now. It's probably like 2016 or so.
Yeah, so he's probably a teenager now.
Yeah. It might be earlier than 2016. But yeah, he's a full-blown teenager. He's all stretched out and thin. He's got long hair, right?
Yeah.
And whose grandson do you think he is? I know from the trailer, but do you know?
Probably one of the Ghostbusters, I assume, but
Yeah.
Because they left them a house with all the Ghostbusters stuff inside, so.
Yeah. He is playing Egon's grandson. Do you remember who Egon is?
Was he the nerdy one with the glasses?
Nerdy one with the glasses, yeah. And it looks like his sister, Finn Wolfhard's sister, he's playing a guy named Trevor. Looks like his sister, Phoebe, is kind of more like Egon, right?
Yeah. She's got the glasses, and apparently in the trailer, she was apparently supposed to be nerdy. Some guy put Doritos in her face.
That's not cool, man.
Yeah, get the Doritos. You shouldn't waste them.
Yeah, so
especially if they're not cool ranch Doritos.
So the first thing I want to say about this movie, right, is that it's got an awesome cast. Okay, I actually like Finn Wolfhard quite a bit. He's not necessarily my favorite character on Stranger Things.
You think he's too dramatic?
Yeah, Mike is pretty dramatic on Stranger Things, but McKenna Grace.
He's a kid that was gonna jump off a cliff just because of his kid gonna get his teeth ripped out.
Yes, that was in an episode of Stranger Things. McKenna Grace, she looks a little different than what she normally looks like in movies, and I think she's on TV shows too. But she was this little blonde girl, and I've seen her in different things, and I know that she has some acting chops for a little kid. But I mean, she's also gotten bigger and older too. So they're the two siblings, and then the mom is played by Carrie Coons, and Carrie Coons, you guys will know from watching my videos with Sherry that we're a big fan of her. She was in this movie The Nest, and she was also in the season of Fargo that we really love, and she was even in Avengers Infinity War. But she's this great kind of serious actress. She plays Egon's daughter. So
I think it's kind of weird that the Ghostbusters would have kids. I'm not saying it's wrong. Obviously, people move on in life and stuff. It's just never occurred to me that Egon, of all of them, would have children.
That's a really great point.
Stay single forever.
Yeah, well, you know what? Danny reviewed this video with Charlotte too, and I appreciate he gave a shout out to us. But he brought up this one point of that it seems like the family doesn't really know about the Ghostbusters. Isn't that kind of weird?
I mean, in this movie, the last shot was we're closed.
Well, I think that was Ray. Do you remember Ray from Ghostbusters? He's not.
Was he the one in the very beginning with those two testing people?
No, that's Peter Venkman. Yeah, Ray's the one that's kind of goofy, but he's the one that believes in all the stuff. He is really into creating the stuff and doing experiments. He's played by Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, I used to watch the Ghostbusters cartoon.
Yes.
And stuff. And, I always think of those people first. Even though I watched the movie already. It's just the Ghostbusters cartoon really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a girl.
Oh, I think you're talking about Extreme Ghostbusters.
No, the cartoon.
The Extreme Ghostbusters was the one that had, the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, that one.
That's like a spin-off.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah. That's a spin-off. It's kind of like this movie because in that cartoon, the Extreme Ghostbusters, Egon's like a mentor to these new Ghostbusters. There's a guy like Carlos. There's a girl with the blue hair, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that show was awesome.
And there's that one that was always flirting with the girl.
Carlos.
Yeah, that was Carlos. Okay.
Yeah. But this is kind of like a passing of the torch thing. You have the original Ghostbusters. Egon is the grandparent, and then you have these teenagers, and it's definitely got that Stranger Things vibe. I know that this movie was in production a long time ago, and then COVID, kind of pushed everything back. But doesn't it even kind of give you that sort of Superman and Lois vibe?
Yeah, with the farmhouse and whatnot.
Yeah.
I thought it looked cool though. I mean, I thought the set looks very well made, but
Yeah. Well, okay. So here, let's do this thing because I think that like you and I might feel differently about this movie and about this trailer. Okay, and I'll tell you why. But first off, are you excited about seeing this movie based on what we just watched?
Yeah, but that might be. I feel like maybe it'll be a little corny. It has the potential to be good, but let's see.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Yeah. See, for me, okay. Just always in general with these kind of remakes, these reboots, you always have guys that are like my age and they either complain about stuff or they're all excited, right? And the reason why they complain often is because they do this thing where they like try to play up our nostalgia and get us excited. Like, oh, there's Stay Puft. Oh, there's Zool, right?
Yeah, but Stay Puft is a very important character. He is the mascot of Ghostbusters.
No, he's not the thing that's in the circle. That's just another random ghost.
But he is, like, he looks like the thing in the circle.
Okay, all right.
So we're good.
Okay, well, anyway, my point I'm trying to make is that sometimes when the studios make these movies, they really are trying to play upon our nostalgia, right? And then they add all these new characters, and a lot of times people get upset because they try to play like up these agendas, like they like to have like female characters or characters of different races and stuff.
Sexist.
Yeah, well, that's fans like guys that are my age act like that. They're like, oh, you can't have a Ghostbuster. What the hell? This is a man's job,
yeah,
right?
She'll come over and zap you in the face with it.
Right. And so
I mean, I do agree that the nerdy girl might not be the best like action fighting against ghost monsters, but we'll see. She's probably smart. I mean, what's his name wasn't the best Ghostbuster either.
Egon?
Egon.
Yeah.
And his granddaughter is gonna kick some butt.
Well, my point I'm trying to make is that, like, I see things that kind of bother me because for me, Ghostbusters, I always associate with New York. I'm from New York, and
now we're here in Little Farm City
in Texas, and so like to have Ghostbusters in the middle of the country somewhere, it doesn't really seem right. Yeah,
because New York is booming with population. There's probably going to be a lot more deaths to create ghosts. I'm saying, someone needs to die to make a ghost.
Right.
So, but in like, what's it called? Little town areas?
Small town? Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be a bunch of crazy ghosts unless there's like, but there was like a big volcano thing. So it might have been like, this was an area where people were sacrificed.
Yeah. Well, in the trailer, one of the actors who you probably don't necessarily recognize, but he's fantastic, Paul Rudd. Right?
Was he that guy talking to the mom in the beginning?
He's the guy talking to the mom. He's the one that sees the little Stay Puft Man, right? He's a really funny actor, and you'll see more of him. He plays Ant-Man, right? He is talking about how there's some kind of weird thing where this particular town seems to be the center of something. And that's probably why Egon set up this Ghostbuster station in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of this rural city, right? And so I think that that's going to be a big part of the plot is that this is probably over some sort of like gate to like the spirit realm. And so they aren't just like ghosts from the Midwest, like, oh, I'm coming out of the cornfield. They are probably from all over the place. And we also do see like a lot of your Ghostbuster, familiar faces. We see Zool come out at one point, or there's always the two dogs in the first movie, right? There's the one that's
that weird lady. She had the little dog things.
Well, Gozer.
Yeah, I know. They possessed the weird guy that was like from Honey, I Shrunk the Children, or he looks like the guy.
It is Rick Moranis from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
And then the cute girl.
And then it's Sigourney Weaver, who's in Alien and stuff, right? Yeah. They get possessed by these two dogs, and I always remember that Zool is the name of the one that possesses Sigourney Weaver, but I don't know the name of like Vince Clortho. Vince Clortho, that's the name of the dog that possesses him, right? Anyway, one of those friggin' dogs runs out of a Walmart in this trailer and chases after Paul Rudd, which makes me think that Paul Rudd's going to get possessed. Now, he's got the acting chops to pull it off, just like Rick Moranis or Sigourney Weaver would, but I don't want to see that story all over again. I don't want to see like, oh, Gozer's going to come out through this portal in Midwest America, and the only reason why we said it in Midwest America was to make it be like Stranger Things. I don't want to see that. I want
Well,
to see
to
some
be
new
honest,
villain or something different.
I think it would be cool if it was just like Ghosts of the Midwest. But like in the past, there have been a lot of weird murders, like a clown was walking around murdering people.
Oh boy.
I know that's not very Ghostbustery, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't think they have any clowns in any of the movies. But
Well, maybe not a clown, but like some sort of weird dude kill people.
yeah.
Or a woman, I don't care, just kill her.
Okay, well, guess what? If you want to see killer clowns and Finn Wolfhard, he's actually in It. He plays one of the kids in It, so we can
I
watch
know
that.
who he is. He's Georgie.
He's not Georgie. No. Anyway, here, just stop moving the camera and the whole table, please. So anyway, I'm just trying to think else what I want to say. The movie's directed by Jason Reitman. It was written by Jason Reitman, one other writer, and Dan Aykroyd. So the people that have made the movie clearly are connected to the original Ghostbusters franchise. Ivan Reitman was the original director, and Jason Reitman is his son. It's coming out in Thanksgiving. I will go take you to go see
I like
it.
holiday movies. They're like, come and leave your house. Come, you don't need to spend time with family. Come watch this cool movie instead.
No, and after we eat all of our food, we're gonna go see this movie, and hopefully,
Hey, maybe that's why they made it in like country. Even if it was set back, they were planning to have it on Thanksgiving.
no, they definitely were not planning to have it on Thanksgiving because COVID pushed it all back.
Exactly. They could have been the Thanksgiving of last year.
I don't think so. It was probably gonna come out in the summer, I think, originally.
This summer?
It was going to come out either last summer or the summer that just passed. Or the
Wow.
summer that we're in right now. Yeah. I say the summer that just passed because I'm already back at work at my school. So anyway, but I know that the original Ghostbusters do show up. We see Janine in the trailer too. I don't know what she's doing in rural
Isn't she
America.
like the little service lady?
Secretary?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the service lady.
Service lady.
It was nice
She's
to see
also
her.
a janitor.
Like one of the things I didn't like about the Ghostbusters 2016 version, which that was one of the ones where all the fanboys got mad because it was all women Ghostbusters, but it wasn't really that good either. But with that one, the people from the Ghostbusters movie, like Sigourney Weaver and Bill Murray, they all showed up, but they weren't playing their freaking characters. They were playing random different characters. So it'll be cool to see them back as like Winston and Peter Venkman and Janine. So I'm excited to see them
the
return.
same actors?
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, and the reason why I even know about this is just because I saw like.
So Honey, I Shrunk the Children's gonna be in it?
I don't know if Rick Moranis is going to be in it. He retired from acting, and he actually got punched in the face in New York a year ago too. So
He got punched in the face. He can't act anymore.
I don't know about that.
Or did he break a few teeth or something?
No, just some random dude walked up to him and just punched him in the face. That's not cool, right? He's a nice little dude, you know? He's in all these movies.
Kind of geeky, though.
And he's going to have to stick Audrey 2 on them. Anyway, we have just spent 12 minutes talking about like a 3-minute trailer. We're looking forward to seeing the movie. We'd love to hear what you have to say about this trailer. Are you an angry fanboy about the original Ghostbusters? I hope not. We hope to have some open-minded fans. But, you know, if nostalgia grabs don't grab you, I understand that too. So anyway, this is Anchorpete and Pepper, and we are going to say see you next time.
Bye.